Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to enable Kali Linux running inside Windows 10, leveraging the Windows Subsystem for Linux, or we call WSL. Of course, WSL has come a long way. Now it's 2.0, which has more enhanced the performance-wise. So why I trying to do this video? The one thing is I'm part of a user group in Facebook called Linux User Group for Sri Lanka, and I have seen a lot of users keep on talking about the Kali Linux. Of course, I'm not a Linux expert, but I can understand because the penetration testing features available on that particular Linux distribution, I feel obviously people are very interested in that distribution. So I thought of, okay, I'm a Windows user most of the time, so why don't we try to find out the synergy between those two worlds combined into one operating system. So this is where this video comes to the picture. So without further ado, let me go ahead and talk about the high level steps, how we are going to do this task. You need to make sure enable Windows Subsystem for Linux or WSL first of all on your Windows 10 computer. It will do that on via PowerShell. And after that, we'll upgrade it to version 2. But you have to make sure your Windows 10 operating system build version is supported for that one. I'll show that version part as well. Then we will enable the virtualization feature on Windows 10. Go ahead and then download the Linux kernel update package for Windows 10. And after doing that one, we are going to make sure WSL2 will be the default version on our PC before we go and install the Kali Linux. So that's bring to the step 6, installing Kali Linux as an app using Microsoft Store. So how cool is that? It's not about VM. It's like you can go to Microsoft Store and then install it as an app. Then after that, once it's completed, we'll go ahead and do the Kali Linux setup. In this setup means it's basically we are going to give the username and password for Kali Linux. And after that, I'll go and demonstrate for you how we are going to enable the GUI on the Kali Linux in order to access from a GUI window. And then if required, because this is a problem that I face, sometimes when I check Kali Linux still running on WSL1, so we'll verify whether it's running on WSL1 or WSL2. If it's WSL1, we'll go and set the distribution to run on WSL2 if required only. And then finally, it's optional feature. Now, of course, when you run the Kali Linux, you have to go and make RDP within Windows 10. So sometimes it's okay, but can we make it much more easier? So that's where the final option come to the picture step, making life easier to Kali Linux by enabling the Windows 10 with Kex. So without further ado, now let's go ahead and try to do this one on the production setup. Okay, so I'm in my Windows 10 laptop now. The first thing first, we'll go ahead and open the PowerShell and make sure you run it as administrator. And then make sure we will enable the Windows Subsystem for Linux. So just go ahead and copy and paste this line. I have given all these steps and the command lines and the parameters in the video on the comment section. Go ahead and use it. We'll verify. In my case, because I have already enabled this feature, it should go quickly. Okay, that's done. So now let's try to upgrade it to WSL version 2.0. To do that one, make sure your operating system actually running on Windows build version on this one. So how to verify that? Let's go again on to the start menu on Windows 10 computer and run it. And then just type WinVer. This is actually going to tell you what is your Windows version and the build number. So I'm already on 2004, already qualified. So that's done. So that particular test is passed. Now let's go ahead and to the next level. Now we are going to make sure we will enable the virtual machine feature on your Windows 10 machine. So just copy paste that line and then press enter and verify it will be updated. So it's done. It goes very quickly. Now we need to go ahead and download the Linux kernel update package for the Windows 10 laptop. So let's go ahead and do that one. just copy paste the link. Don't worry, all the links are given for you as I mentioned earlier. So the package will be downloaded. So we'll go ahead and say open. Based on the internet connection, it might take a couple of minutes or few seconds based on the scenario of your internet connection speed, as I said. So let's see. Once it's done, let's make sure we'll enable the application to run. It's run very quickly, so you can see it's done, finished. So we minimize. Now our next option is set the WSL2 as your default version. So to do that one, let's type the PowerShell command, say in WSL2 set default version to 2. So if there's no error, then if you get it like that, that means it's done. You're passed. So now let's go for the next one. Install the Linux distribution, the Kali Linux as an app. To do that one, you have to open the Windows Store and then go ahead and under the search type Kali. So you can see Kali Linux comes as an app. Now, just to save my time, what I have done is I have already downloaded and set it up in my laptop, which is around 4 GB download package. But not a big deal. You only have to do is go ahead and install it. That's it. And then you don't have to launch. Once that installation is completed, don't click launch. Let's go to the start button. Then you will be able to see Kali Linux will be visible for you as an app. So go ahead and click on that one. So the first time when you go ahead and do this one, you will be greeted with asking, put a username and password for the package. So you have to first of all go and do that part. So that will actually set it up Kali Linux on an X window mode. So before doing that one, let's verify in what WSL mode version this distribution is running. So we'll open up our PowerShell window again and then type WSL list dash dash, then again dash dash verbose. So you can see Kali Linux is running on version 2. So that actually set ourselves into the correct situation now. It's running on the proper mode. In case this didn't work it out properly for you, all you have to do is, let me show the parameter again. Just type WSL dash dash set dash version, and over here just type Kali dash Linux and then the version number as 2. So that will do the job for you. Just to set it the Kali Linux to run on WSL version 2. So now we have set it up all those things. The next part is actually making sure enabling GUI to Kali Linux. Of course, now this can be done in two ways. One is actually enabling the X window and then go and access Kali Linux on RDP mode. So let me actually show that mode first of all for you all. So first of all, to upgrade into the GUI, you have to enter into the command line on the Kali Linux. Just go ahead and type sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade -y. So this is going to do the update and upgrade all of the scenarios. So since I have already done these things, it should run very quickly. But being said that, you never know what other packages available. So that's done. Now let's go ahead and enable the desktop XFCE. So for that, you will have to type sudo apt install Kali desktop XFCE -y. Oops. Done. So now let's go to the installation of the XRDP. To do that one, you have to type again sudo apt install XRDP -y. So as you can see, none of these things actually have executing is happening, but none of things will be installed because I have already done these things. I'm just showing you all again for the creation of the video purpose. So then we will start this RDP service, sudo service XRDP start. So it's already running. There's nothing much for me to do in this situation. So let's try to make sure how we go and access this Kali Linux in RDP mode. So to do the RDP access, I'll just go ahead and type IP add and find out the IP address of this VM. So you can see it's running on 172.30.119.228. So I'll go ahead and open up the run command, bring the remote desktop, and then type 172.30.119.228. Fingers crossed. Oops, I did a slight mistake. It should be 119. Okay, let's say Kali admin. There you go. So now you have the Kali Linux running on full GUI mode. And if you look at it, all the default utilities, what you really required to do, whatever you prefer, because I'm not a Kali Linux expert. So I'm also going on learning curve on that area. But as you can see, now you have full GUI of Kali Linux running in your Windows 10 machine without taking much resources compared to running as a separate virtual machine. Now, being said that, as I mentioned, I promise I'll give you all some additional features. So if I mention, if you have to go and then type this RDP one, if you feel like, okay, that's not ideal, can I find a different way to do that one? Well, glad you asked it. There is a way for that one. So let me show that part now. Okay, to do that one, I'll go ahead and again go to the console and then just type sudo apt upgrade and sudo apt install Kali win kex y. Now this kex, actually it stands for like Kali desktop experience for Windows 10 in shorthand, which is going to make things much more easier to access the Kali desktop in a GUI mode very quickly. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and enter. Okay, so all you have to do is now when this is done, as I said, I have already carried out this step, so there's nothing much components to be installed. If I just type kex, as you can see, because of the dual boot, my screen just acting funny, but if I bring you, it will quickly open up the Kali Linux full GUI quickly into your machine, rather than you go ahead and type IP add and then find out the IP address and make RDP connection. Just go to Windows as usual, open up the Kali Linux, and then the command prompt comes, just type kex. That's all. So I really hope this short video has been very useful for you. As I said, all the step-by-step, the command line that I have typed has been given for you on this video. Go ahead and enjoy. And if you need any other support, just put them on the comment section. Thank you so much.